Hello guys, this is part 3 of What If Naruto was a ninjutsu creator. Now I know you might be wondering basically what chapter this on and if I'm gonna release this as a book, which I just might, but if I do, things will probably change due to me actually typing it out and changing it from how I say it now. So if it's different, that's why. But anyways, let's get into it. So, guys, in this one, before we start, I'm going to also talk about the ninjutsus that Naruto has created. Like, for instance, I'm going to make him the water-style whirlpool tornado, water-style whirlpool dragons, water-style... no, he's gonna do dark matter, erase, dark matter, dark create, dark matter, dark, life stealer, which basically takes away someone's life force. I'm gonna also do the light release, double light explosion, light release, light eradication, which basically will destroy everything around him in a 30-mile radius. Yes, I know it's gonna be pretty big, but this is gonna be for something later on that I plan on doing. He also gonna have a dark release, dark dragon. He's gonna also have, and by the way, this is all A rank jutsus that he has made so far, which he can control now. He also has what's it called? He has twin sword release. Yes, I know. But I'm going to make this a release where basically he can make his chakras into swords. And these swords can basically go straight. Like, it can basically just go through anything, buildings, people, yeah. It can cut through it can even cut into silvery clouds. Yeah, and just whatever he wants it to do. He makes Karen, which, yes, I know it's S rank. He makes the S rank jutsu. Now I'm going to go to his S ranks. He has, of course, the Rising Shuriken. He basically has the Rising Shuriken with all the other elements with it. He has, what's it called? Karen. He has, what's it called? He has fire style, fire clone, which I'm gonna make as an S rank. Due to it can also has a backlash, which can hurt the user. He has the wind style, wind clone, which is also an S rank due to the how you have to control wind chakra. You have to basically have a mastery over wind chakra for this too. He has the I'm gonna say wind style, annihilation, which is like the fire annihilation, just very very overpowering wind styles that can basically get rid of a person, like entirely, like nothing left. Then you have Naruto also has the he also has he has lightning style, lightning dragon roar, which basically makes everything he roars at electrified. But not only that, it can also It can also like freeze time due to the war being so loud and fast. Basically giving him an advantage. Is basically a better version of the Flying Thunder God. He also has the Flying Thunder God, but he made it better where basically he doesn't need any seals. He can just vanish and just appear wherever he looks. I also want to give him I'm gonna say he has water style, water incarnated, which basically it's a water and lightning mixture. But yeah, Naruto has all 5 elements, of course. He hasn't really created anything for Earth style. He also created some Sage Jutsu like Wolf or I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna say Sage Art. Yeah, I might as well just call it Sage Art. He says Sage Art, Sage Incarnation, which basically is like Sage Art with fire mixed into it. Naruto also has I'm trying to think of something else. Dang. He also has Sage Art, Sage Art, Sage what is it called? Yes, Sage Art, Sage Twin Wolves, which I'm gonna make as a rank, which basically makes these Genjutsu wolves that can basically appears as real, even though they're not. He also has in his wolf sage mode, he has this he's basically hold on, I'm trying to see how he's gonna look. Give me a second. He will look like this as the wolf sage. Like in the wolf sage mode, but instead of having like Chipotle? Yeah, that's me. No.
That's what you want?
Yeah. Give me to traditional. Sweet and spicy traditional. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I was talking to my folks. I'm probably not going to edit that out because I really don't feel like it. A little lazy today. Anyways. So yeah. So, Naruto, he's gonna be so that's how he's gonna look in the sage. But just imagine is instead of the wolf appendage, it's like multiple tails depending on how much sage art he collects. And like depending on how much he collects, it also defines how much he gets, like how much hours he has. Like if he has 1 tail, that's 1 hour worth. If he has 2 tails, then that's 2 hours worth. And the sage art will replenish his regular chakra as well. Not just to add that in. It's another thought. Which is he also has a chakra extraction seal, which is a S rank seal. He has a seal that's for anti-perverts or like anti-rape, and a dojutsu canceling seal. So that way no dojutsu can copy any of his jutsus or can counter it, and also can't copy his taijutsu either, which is going to be making Sasuke very angry in the future. Sasuke also in this is going to have some type of feelings to Karin, even though Karin's not going to like him or want him. Now, Karin does like Naruto, and then your feelings have developed into, instead of brothers, it's now boyfriend and girlfriend due to Naruto having to ask Karin out in the last month due to like always basically Karin kind of figured out that Naruto liked her, and so basically she kind of slept with him. They cuddle and stuff repeatedly, and then Naruto just had the idea just to ask her out, which he did, and she said yes, and he took her out on a date. Of course, he took her to the Golden Leaf, Now, the Golden Leaf is going to basically be like a very expensive restaurant. So Naruto would take her to the Golden Leaf. Now, when you get to the Golden Leaf, Karin, she basically thank Naruto for the food. But not only that, to be able to, basically, they just, have a good time. Now, Karin, she basically is in love with Naruto. Naruto's in love with her. And they're just having a very good time with themselves. But due to all the other people that's in their class, they normally don't tell anyone. They probably wouldn't tell no one unless they were on their team. Which Karin and Naruto knew that they were going to be on the same team. Due to, all of the academy year doesn't really matter. What matters is the exam at the end to determine who's going to be the rookie of the year. And also who's going to be Konoichi of the year. And since both of them were top of the class of those two exams, they're going to both be on the same team. Now, Hiruzen knows Naruto is a lot stronger than what he led on in the academy, due to Aruka then clarifying it up with Karin also being there. Now, Karin did say that the reason why Naruto didn't show it, and Hiruzen then realized, he doesn't want the civilian council on his ass. And it also gives me, at least I don't have to do that much paperwork dealing with them. And it also protects you, too. Which Karin nods. And Hiruzen then says, well, Karin, you're free to go. Aruka, they're going to be on the same team. So, yeah. And Naruto, he knows that they're going to be on the same team due to, again, the placements and how it works. So when Karin got back, Naruto took her hand and basically he made her some homemade dongles, which she really does enjoy. Is when Naruto makes her food, and he makes her homemade dongles, some red bean soup, and some and his teas. She really likes his teas, due to him being also due to him also enjoying tea ceremonies. He practiced basically making tea. Now, she takes she kind of has a little bit of Naruto trait in her when it comes to ninjutsu, due to her liking ninjutsu, but she mainly likes medical ninjutsu. Now, Naruto also took it up to himself to train Karin in medical ninjutsu. And her mother is also now regarded as an A rank ninja. Naruto and Falcon would still talk, as still Kakashi Pack, as now Naruto knows his name, would still come over and visit Naruto, where they would talk to Naruto. Naruto would summon some cups from the Wolf Clan, who are now kind of like him and Karin's familiars, or their main summons, due to them wanting to build with the younger generation and also with the upper. Naruto is very very good with them, and so the cups would come with Falcon, will also be talking with Falcon and them, basically about what type of training they do. And so Falcon was very excited to hear that Naruto also helps to look after the cubs, and he kind of wished that Naruto was kind of like their summoner as well. And so basically, Naruto will look at Falcon will look at Naruto. He will say, I kind of wish I had you as my summoner as well, so that way you can help her take care of little pups as well. Naruto looks at Falcon and said, well, I kind of could look after your pups. As long as you talk to the Wolf Clan about it first. And so he goes, yeah, I know, kid, but at the same time, it's, it's kind of not our job to kind of pry into your summoning life. Basically, if you chose the Wolf Clan or if they chose you, you gotta kind of honor them and basically be by their side. Naruto then says, I'm always by your side as well, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm ever gonna give up the Wolf Clan. The Wolf Clan to me is like a father. It's like my regular clan. Dang, I've been yawning a lot. Naruto, and then basically after him and Pac and I had that talk, Naruto has been thinking about how to improve, basically. Naruto has also started to yeah, so Naruto has started to wonder, like, Naruto had, like, started wondering exactly who rocks with Karen and who doesn't, due to Naruto liking to make sure Karen is safe. And so Naruto, he normally has a shadow clone that's also in the shadows. Naruto's also made a new release, which combines his yin yang chakra to make shadow release. And basically what this would do is that Naruto's shadow would now become like either a clone, which is like a ninjutsu, or he can make it or he can use limbo. Never mind, I'm gonna call it limbo. So I'm gonna actually make that an S rank jutsu. So yeah. Now Naruto and Karin would mainly spend the day with each other. Now Naruto doesn't like it when anyone bothers Karin, and when these villagers give her a glare, he sends them an even furious glare, which a lot of them flinch from, and they now started to look at Karin with not a glare, but just like, kind of fear. And Karin noticed this, and she kind of went up to Naruto, grabbed him by the ear, and says, "Stop scaring people." And Naruto says, "Sorry, Gomen." And she's then says, "Can you please let go?" She says, "No, not until you stop." And like a lot of people are now seeing Karin in a different light, knowing that she can basically control Naruto. And some of the villagers kind of laugh at this, and then they're thinking, sound like a young couple. And then they kind of froze. They're just thinking, is that young girl being taken over by the demon? And basically, Karin hears this, and she turned her head to them and be like, 1, no. 2, not a demon, just a container, like the scroll and seal. And she then shows them the scroll, the kunai, and basically her selling the kunai to the scroll and tossing it at them. It would hit them. They would thought they were for to die until they realized that nothing happened. It's just a scroll with a kunai inside it. Then she says the same thing. It's like Naruto. He's just a scroll with the beast inside him. And they kind of nod to this now, like kind of having a little bit of an understanding of Full Jutsu, but not a lot, which they still are a little bit confused on, like, why is he not considered the demon in this situation and considered a scroll? Because they're thinking that if you have the QB sealed inside you, you're automatically the demon. There's no way impossible you can be not. Naruto, ooh, still on that picture. Let me go back. But I'm sorry about that. Naruto, he would be wanting to practice with some weapons now. He would then ask, he basically like want to go spar. He would then say, hey, I want him to be like saying like some, hey, he would then say, Karin-chan, would you like to have a spar when we get back to the village? She looks at him and laughs a little bit and says, sure, Naruto, sure, we can have a spar. He'll smile, and that's when he will go on his way to go have and get ready to have that spar. And she would kind of laugh at him again and be like, you're such a goofball at times, type in size. Now, Naruto would hear this, he would look down a little bit and goes, why you always so mean to me? Naruto would then laugh and go, I'm not mean. I'm just telling you the hard truth, and you can't take it. Obviously, crybaby. And so Naruto would kind of pout, and Karin just laugh at him. This is where Naruto goes, I'm not making those dongles anymore. She would then pout and goes, you're making my dongles. I don't care what you say. And she kind of jumps on him. And Naruto kind of giggles a little bit. And she giggles after Naruto picks her up. And she at first she was kind of scared because she was not ready to be picked up. And so when Naruto said, this is payback. You should have known not to do this. And that's also when he started to tickle her. Now, Karin and Naruto are fairly close, and they don't play around about each other. Like, if one person does something, the other's also doing it. Naruto also has beaten up a couple guys that had wanted to talk to Karin, but due to their perverted ways and Naruto could smell hormones, he kind of just beat them up. And he got in trouble by the Hokage about it, but after Naruto kind of explains where he was coming from, and basically the deal with him and Karin, I'm not in the lines. They kicked me out, huh? Yeah, sorry about that. After he explained the deal with him and Karin, he basically the Hokage goes, oh, and just let it be. He doesn't really say much, and he just looks at them like they're idiots. So Karin and Naruto now mainly spends their time together in the forest training. Naruto does anything to make sure nothing can happen to Karin. So, like, if anyone tries anything, basically they will have to go through him, which is very hard due to Naruto being at low Jonin level. Being at mid Jonin level, due to also being trained by Karin's mother. So yeah, Karin then goes up to Naruto and asks if she later on that day after they spar, which was a simple spar mainly just to work in a ninjutsu. Karin would then ask Naruto if he would like to go get some food. Naruto then says, would you rather me make you some dongos instead? Which she then responds with a yes. Naruto and Karin both would make Naruto would go make the food, and they both would and so basically Karin would jump up in joy due to her liking Naruto food, and to her Naruto food is the best. This is where Naruto then goes, hey Karin-chan, I really think we should and then, like, he says, I really think. And then, before he could finish that sentence, Karin then kissed Naruto, which, of course, shocked Naruto, because he was not expecting to be kissed. Now, Naruto, he would kind of make it his personal mission himself to go check something out for Karin. Karin would then, like, basically, he'll make her some very special dongos. And it'd be her favorite, but not only that, it will also have some type of new, he will also then tries to make her these what's it called? Cinnamon buns that he found out are made in the land of tea, which are the most sold. How long am I working here? Kind of like over 20. Yeah. Anyways, he'll get her the most, like, make her the most cinnamon buns, which are like the best in the entire elemental nation. And when she tried it, she just jumps up and down, and she just jumps on him and be like, best food ever. I want more. And so basically, Naruto, he looks at her with a laugh. And he goes, sure thing. And he goes and makes her more. And Naruto, yes, he's heart sipping, but at the same time, this is his first time going through something like this. And so he basically takes his time with Karin. Karin then shows Naruto She then shows Naruto how she used her chakra chains. Naruto says, "Oh, so you finally have your chakra chains unlocked, huh?" And that's when Naruto says, "I can't really do chakra chains, but I can do this." And he shows her his chakra swords, which he then kind of made it a release, I guess. Not really though, but just know it's one of his Kekkei Genkais. And so she wouldn't be amazed. She'd be like, "How strong are those swords?" Naruto would then say they're fairly strong, actually. I'm quite surprised that, they didn't just cut straight through it. Then she said, "What do you mean?" And then this is where Karen go. This is where Naruto go. Well, these are not no normal swords, if you can tell. They're actually very unpredictable. Like, they can really cut through anything they want. It's just a matter of, like, what? Karen thinks about it, and she's like, "What the hell?" And Naruto goes, "Yeah, I know, right? Now, you wouldn't think it, but, hey, these swords can get the job done." This is where she kind of smiles on Naruto, and then says, "Well, let's go ahead and get ready to go to sleep." Naruto, hearing this, would, smile as they take their showers, separately, of course. And this is where Naruto and Karen will go to sleep. Now, Naruto will say goodnight to Karen and wish her a good night somewhere to sleep. And basically just, he will basically spoon her. That should be around like 20-something, 26. So, guys, I will be ending it off here. If you do like it, please leave a like and a comment. This will be the end for now. I will have more to think about this chapter 4, and it was mainly just about Naruto's abilities and just basically what's been going around in the back scenes of that 1 month break that they had. So, peace.